What if I told you that you could retire 10 years earlier without earning a single extra dollar, without taking more risk, and without cutting your lifestyle? And what if the government actually created a legal loophole to help you do it, but almost no one knows about it? Because the big banks and financial advisors don't want you to find out. That loophole is hiding in plain sight inside your Roth IRA and 401n. And in 2026, the rules have changed to make it even more powerful. If you stay until the end of this video, you will learn exactly how to use what I call the Roth conversion ladder and the mega backdoor Roth to unlock your retirement accounts years before age 59 and a half, legally, penalty-free, and tax-free. You could be sipping coffee on a beach at 50 while your friends are still chained to their desks until 65. My name is your name, and today we're going to hack the retirement system. Before we dive in, let me ask you a question. When was the last time someone told you that you can't touch your 401n until you're 59 and a half? Or that taking money out early means a 10% penalty plus income taxes? That's what almost every expert says. And they're not lying, but they're not telling you the whole truth either. Because the IRS has created multiple legal pathways to access your retirement money early. The trick is knowing the rules and using them strategically. Here's the big picture. Most people save for retirement in tax-advantaged accounts like a traditional 401 or traditional IRA. You get a tax deduction today, the money grows tax-deferred, and you pay ordinary income tax when you withdraw in retirement. The problem is that you're generally not allowed to withdraw before 59.5 without a 10% penalty. That's a problem if you want to retire at 50. But what if you could convert that traditional money into Roth money, wait 5 years, and then withdraw it completely tax-free and penalty-free? That's the Roth conversion ladder. And it's 100% legal. Let me explain how it works step by step, because this is the most powerful early retirement strategy in existence. Step 1, understand the two types of retirement accounts. Asterisk, traditional 401n and traditional IRA. You put in pre-tax money, you get a tax break now, you pay taxes later when you withdraw, and you pay 10% penalty if you withdraw before 59.5 unless you qualify for an exception. Roth 401a and Roth IRA. You put in after-tax money, no tax break now, but all growth and all withdrawals after age 59.5 are completely tax-free. And here's the magic. You can withdraw your contributions, not the earnings, from a Roth IRA at any time, for any reason, with no tax and no penalty. That's because you already paid taxes on that money when you put it in, but the contribution limit for a Roth IRA is only $7,000 in 2026 or $8,000 if you're over 50. That's not enough to retire early on. So you need to get more money into Roth accounts without being limited by those small contribution caps. That's where the Roth 401n and the mega backdoor Roth come in. Step 2, the Roth conversion ladder, how to turn traditional retirement money into accessible Roth money. Asterisk, here's the strategy. While you're working, you contribute as much as you can to a traditional 401n. You get the tax deduction, lowering your taxable income. Let's say you're in the 22% tax bracket. Every dollar you put in saves you 22 cents in taxes. That's a good deal. Then, after you retire early, say at age 50, you start converting small amounts of your traditional 401n into a Roth IRA. You do this each year. You convert, you pay income tax on the amount converted. But if you retired early, your income is now very low, maybe just some side hustle or investment income. So your tax bracket might be 10% or even 0% if you convert less than the standard deduction. In 2026, the standard deduction for a single filer is about $15,000. That means you can convert up to $15,000 per year and pay $0 in federal income tax. 0. Then that converted money sits in your Roth IRA for 5 years. After 5 years, you can withdraw that converted amount, not the growth, completely tax-free and penalty-free, regardless of your age. So here's the timeline. You retire at 50. In year 1 of retirement, you convert $15,000 from your traditional 401(n) to your Roth IRA. You pay 0 tax. In year 2, you convert another $15,000. In year 3, another $15,000. In year 4, another. In year 5, another. By year 5, you have $75. Thousand of converted principal sitting in your Roth IRA that has aged 5 years, meaning each year's conversion becomes available to withdraw after its own 5-year waiting period. So in year 6 of retirement, age 56, you can withdraw the $15,000 you converted in year 1. In year 7, you withdraw year 2's conversion, and so on. This creates a self-funding ladder of tax-free, penalty-free income that lasts as long as you keep converting. But wait, how do you pay for years 1 through 5 before the ladder kicks in? You need a bridge. That bridge is either your taxable savings, your Roth contribution basis, money you put directly into a Roth IRA over the years, or a part-time job. Or you can use the rule of 55. If you leave your job in the year you turn 55 or later, you can withdraw from that specific 401(n) without penalty. But if you retire at 50, you're too young for that. So you need 5 years of living expenses outside your traditional retirement accounts. That's why the Roth conversion ladder works best for people who have built up a taxable brokerage account or a Roth contribution base first. But once the ladder is running, it's self-sustaining. Let me give you a real example. Sarah wants to retire at 50. She's 35 now. She has $300,000 in her traditional 401(n). She plans to live on $40 Zuzen per year in early retirement. She also has $100,000 in a taxable brokerage account. That's her bridge. At 50, she quits. For years 50 to 54, she lives off her taxable account. Each of those years, she converts $40,000 from her traditional 401(n) to her Roth IRA. She pays income tax on that $40,000. But because she has no other income, her tax bracket is low. After the standard deduction of $15,000, she pays tax on $25,000. That's about $2,800 in federal income tax per year. That's a 7% effective tax rate, much lower than the 22% she saved when contributing. Then, starting at age 55, she withdraws the converted amounts from 5 years earlier, tax-free and penalty-free. Her ladder is now a well-oiled machine. She can repeat this until her traditional 401(n) is empty, which could be decades. She effectively retired at 50 using money that was supposed to be locked up until 59.5. That's the loophole. Step 3. The Mega Backdoor Roth. The real secret to supercharging your Roth. The Roth conversion ladder moves money from traditional to Roth slowly. But what if you want to get a huge pile of money into a Roth account while you're still working, so you don't even need the ladder? That's the Mega Backdoor Roth, and it's the single most powerful wealth-building tool that almost no one uses. Here's how it works. In 2026, the total contribution limit to a 401(n) across all sources, employee pre-tax, employee Roth, employer match, and after-tax contributions is $70,000 or $77,500 if over 50. Most people only know about the $23,500 employee pre-tax or Roth limit, but many 401(n) plans allow something called after-tax contributions, not to be confused with Roth contributions. After-tax contributions are different. They go in with no tax deduction, they grow tax-deferred, and when you withdraw, you pay tax on the earnings. That's not great. But here's the loophole. If your plan allows in-service Roth conversions, you can immediately convert those after-tax contributions into Roth 401(a) or Roth IRA. That conversion is tax-free because you've already paid tax on the contribution. Then the money grows tax-free forever, and you can withdraw those contributions at any time without penalty because they're Roth contributions, so you can put up to $70. Susan minus your pre-tax contributions minus your employer match into this after-tax bucket. Let's say you contribute $23,500 pre-tax, your employer matches $10,000. That leaves $70,000, $33, $536,500 of after-tax space. You put that $36,500 into the after-tax bucket and immediately convert it to Roth. You just added $36,500 to your Roth IRA in 1 year on top of the regular $7,000 Roth IRA limit. Do that for 5 years and you have over $180,000 of Roth contributions that you can withdraw anytime, tax-free and penalty-free, even before age 59.5. That's your early retirement bridge. No ladder needed, no 5-year waiting period, just instant access to your contributions. But there's a catch. Your 401(n) plan must allow 2 things: after-tax contributions and in-service Roth conversions. Most plans do not, but many large employers and some small business 401 plans do. You need to call your plan administrator and ask, does my plan allow after-tax contributions and in-service Roth rollovers? If yes, you have struck gold. If not, you can ask your employer to add this feature. It costs them nothing. Or you can open a solo 401(n) if you're self-employed and design it yourself. That's what I did. My solo 401(n) allows mega backdoor Roth contributions up to the full $70,000. In 2025, I put away $70,000 into my Roth IRA using this strategy. That money will grow tax-free for decades, and I can pull out the contributions anytime I want. That's how you retire 10 years earlier. Step 4. The 5-year rule, the most misunderstood rule in retirement planning. Asterisk, people are terrified of the 5-year rule, but it's simple. There are 2 separate 5-year rules. First, for Roth IRA conversions, when you convert traditional money to Roth, you cannot withdraw that converted amount without penalty for 5 years. But if you're over 59.5, that rule goes away. So for early retirees, you need to plan your conversions 5 years before you need the money. That's why the ladder starts 5 years before you need the income. Second, for Roth IRA earnings. You cannot withdraw any earnings from a Roth IRA tax-free until you are 59.5 and the account has been open for at least 5 years. But you don't need the earnings for early retirement. You need the contributions and the converted amounts. Contributions are always available. Converted amounts are available after 5 years. That's it. Don't let the 5-year rule scare you. It's manageable. Step 5. The Rule of 55 exception, a shortcut for late early retirement. If you retire at 55 or older, you can withdraw from your current employer's 401(a) without the 10% penalty. You still pay income tax, but no penalty. This doesn't help you retire at 50, but if you're aiming for 55, it's a huge win, and you can combine it with the Roth ladder. For example, retire at 55, use penalty-free withdrawals from your 401(a) for years 55-59, while also converting some to Roth. Then at 60, switch to Roth ladder withdrawals. This gives you maximum flexibility. Step 6. The substantially equal periodic payments, the old school loophole. Asterisk, before the Roth conversion ladder became popular, early retirees use SEP, also known as 72 debt distributions. This allows you to take substantially equal periodic payments from your IRA or 401(n) based on your life expectancy. You avoid the 10% penalty, but you must continue the payments for at least 5 years or until you turn 59.5, whichever is longer. The downside is that the payment amount is fixed by IRS formulas. You can't adjust it easily, and if you mess up, the penalty applies retroactively. The Roth ladder is much more flexible, so SEP is a backup, not the primary strategy. Step 7. The Roth IRA as an emergency fund strategy for the ultra-aggressive. Remember, you can withdraw your Roth IRA contributions, not earnings, at any time without penalty. So some people use their Roth IRA as their emergency fund. They contribute the maximum each year, keep the money in cash or short-term bonds inside the Roth IRA, and if an emergency hits, they pull out the contributions. The downside is that you lose that contribution space forever. But if you never have an emergency, that money grows tax-free. This is a hybrid approach. For early retirement, you want to build up a large Roth contribution base that you can live on during the first 5 years of the ladder. So consider contributing directly to a Roth IRA starting today. Even if you're also doing the Mega Backdoor Roth, every dollar you put in as a direct contribution is accessible at any time. That's your bridge. Now, let me show you a complete example of how someone can retire 10 years earlier than normal using these strategies. We'll use real numbers. Meet Mike. He's 30 years old. He earns $100 in a year. He wants to retire at 50 instead of 60. Normal retirement age is 60, so that's 10 years earlier. Here's his plan. First, he summarizes his traditional 401n, $23,500 per year. That lowers his taxable income to $76,500. He saves about $5,000 in taxes each year. He invests that tax savings into a taxable brokerage account. Second, he uses the Mega Backdoor Roth. His 401 plan allows after-tax contributions. He puts an additional $36,500 per year into the after-tax bucket and converts it to Roth. Total annual retirement savings, $23,500 traditional plus $36,100 Mega Backdoor Roth, $60,000 per year. Plus his employer match of $5,000. Total $65,000 per year going into tax-advantaged accounts. That's a 65% savings rate. He also puts another $5,000 into a taxable account from the tax savings. Total savings $70,000 on $100,000 income, 70% savings rate. That's extreme, but it's possible if he lives frugally. Many early retirees save 50 to 70%. Now after 20 years, from age 30 to 50, here's what he accumulates. Assuming 7% average return. Traditional 401n contributions, $23,500 per year for 20 years at 7% about $1,000. Mega Backdoor Roth contributions, $36,500 per year for 20 years at 7% about $1,550,000. Taxable account contributions, $5,000 per year for 20 years at 7% about $200,000. Total portfolio, $2.75 million. At age 50, he retires. Now he needs to access money from age 50 to 59.5, that's 9.5 years. He has $200,000 in taxable brokerage. He also has Roth contribution basis from the Mega Backdoor Roth. Over 20 years, he contributed $36,500 per year, $730,000 of Roth contributions. That's the money he put in after tax and converted. That $730,000 is available immediately, tax-free and penalty-free, because it's contributions, not earnings. So he has a bridge of $200,000 plus $730,000, $930,000. He needs $50,000 per year to live on. $50,000 times 10 years, $500,000. He has almost double that. So he can retire at 50 with no ladder needed, just by using the Mega Backdoor Roth contributions as his bridge. Meanwhile, his traditional 401n continues to grow untouched. At age 59.5, he can start withdrawing from the traditional 401 and also from the Roth earnings. He's set for life, and he retired 10 years earlier than his peers who only used a traditional 401a and had no access to Roth money until 59.5. Now, what if you don't have the mega backdoor Roth available? You can still use the Roth conversion ladder. Let me show you that scenario. Lisa is 40. She has $500 zeroed in her traditional 401a and $50,000 in a Roth IRA from direct contributions. She wants to retire at 50, 10 years earlier than normal. 60. She will save aggressively from 40 to 50. She contributes $30,000 per year to her traditional 401n, including catch-up, and $7,000 to her Roth IRA directly. She also saves $10,000 in a taxable account. Her savings rate is high. At 50, she has $1.2 million in traditional, $100,000 in Roth contributions, and $120,000 in taxable. Total $1.42 million. She needs $60,000 per year to live on. Her bridge for years 50 to 54. She uses her taxable account $120,000 plus her Roth contributions $100,000, $220,000. That's enough for almost 4 years at $60,000 per year. But she needs 5 years, so she will also start a Roth conversion ladder. In year 1 of retirement, age 50, she converts $60,000 from traditional to Roth. She pays income tax on that $60,000, but because she has no other income, after the standard deduction, she pays about $5,000 in tax. She uses some of her taxable bridge to pay that tax. Then that $60,000 becomes available in 5 years, at age 55. In year 2, age 51, she converts another $60,000. That becomes available at age 56, and so on. After 5 years, at age 55, her first conversion becomes available. Now she can withdraw that $60,000 tax-free. Her bridge money runs out at age 54.5, but she has a small gap. She can cover it by doing a part-time job or by taking a SEP distribution, or she could have saved a bit more. But the point is, the ladder works. She can retire at 50, not 60, by using this strategy even without the mega backdoor Roth. Now the most important part, the 2026 rules. What's changed? In 2026, several provisions from the Secure Act 2.0 are fully in effect. First, the age for required minimum distributions, RMDs, has been pushed to 75 for those born after 1960. That's good. It gives your money more time to grow. Second, catch-up contributions for those over 50 have increased to $7,500 in 401n EPS, and for those over 60, catch-up is $10,000. Third, and most importantly, the rules for Roth conversions within employer plans have been clarified. More plans now allow in-plan Roth rollovers of after-tax contributions. That's the mega backdoor Roth. The IRS has also increased the annual limit for after-tax contributions to the full $70,000. So 2026 is the best year ever to start using these strategies. But there's a potential trap. The government has talked about closing the mega backdoor Roth loophole. It's been threatened several times but never passed. As of 2026, it's still alive. But if you're watching this in the future, you need to check current law. That said, even if the mega backdoor Roth disappears, the Roth conversion ladder remains. And that alone is enough to retire early. So here's your actionable plan to retire $70,000 per year into a Roth IRA every year, tax-free growth forever. Do this now. Step 6. Create a withdrawal plan. Write down which accounts will you use from ages X to Y. Include the Roth conversion ladder timeline. For example, age 50-54, taxable account and Roth contributions. Age 55-59, Roth conversion ladder withdrawals, age 60 NENI Roth earnings, and traditional 401n withdrawals. This plan is your roadmap to freedom. Step 7. Execute and ignore the noise. Don't let market crashes or political talk scare you. The rules are on your side. The loopholes are legal. And every dollar you put into Roth today is a dollar you can use tomorrow. Before I let you go, let me address the critics. Some people will say, but you have to pay taxes on conversions. That's not a loophole. Yes, you pay taxes. But you pay them in low-income retirement years at a much lower rate than you saved during your high-income working years. That's tax arbitrage. It's the entire point of the traditional 401n, deferred tax from high bracket to low bracket. The Roth ladder just adds early access. And for the mega backdoor Roth, you pay tax on the contribution when you earn it, but then it grows tax-free. That's better than a taxable account where you pay capital gains. It's not a loophole for the rich, it's a strategy for anyone with discipline. Now, your one story for motivation. I have a friend named Jen. She was a teacher making $55,000 a year. She couldn't do the mega backdoor because her 403b plan didn't allow it. But she did the Roth conversion ladder. She lived frugally, saved $20,000 a year, and retired at 52 instead of 62. She now teaches yoga part-time for fun. She told me, "The ladder gave me back my 50s. That's what we're aiming for. Not millions time. Time is the only non-renewable resource, and this strategy buys you more of it." So here are your actionable steps for today, right after this video ends. Log into your 401n plan. Search for after-tax contributions in the summary plan description. If you can't find it, call the 800 number .2. Open a Roth IRA if you don't have one. Use Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. Contribute the maximum for 2026, $7,000.3. If you're self-employed, open a solo 401n with mega backdoor Roth capability. Do it this week. Point 4. Calculate your early retirement number and your current savings rate. See how many years you have until Freedom 5. Comment below, "My target retirement age is," put it in writing. Then come back in 30 days and tell me your progress. Points 6. Hit like and subscribe. In the next video, I'm going to debunk the $1 zeros in emergency fund myth and show you why you actually need 6 months, plus how to save it fast. You won't want to miss that. The system was designed to keep you working until 65. But you don't have to play that game. Use the Roth loopholes, build your ladder, and retire on your terms, not the government's. I'll see you in the next video.